Today the team tested the new Volkswagen Beetle. This all-new version of Volkswagen's icon costs from between £16,000 to £21,000 and promises to be sportier and more macho than ever.
Right then, boys, this is the new Beetle. It was 73 years, can you believe? You'll probably remember, Tiff, when the first Beetle first came out.
Thanks for that, because you just accused me of being 50 today.
Unfortunately, when I first saw the new Beetle, it was a bit of a disappointment. It's not really a Beetle is it, anymore?
Well,
It hasn't been for about 70 years.
I think it's a better looking car than the old one, but it's just not my cup of tea.
I'd say it was a mature-looking car that still had a sense of fun to it.
It's just not a proper Beetle.
As usual, VW fit and finish, which is fantastic. I do like all the buttons, though I was a bit disappointed that they weren't more creative once I was in the cabin.
But it's still a nice car. I mean, it's still a...
It's not, because the Beetle is such a sacred object, such a sacred model.
I wouldn't be seen dead in it. In many ways, I'm giving the car a hard time just because I don't like it. And that's probably unfair, but I don't like it.
Vicky's a petite lady.
5'5.5".
So as a result, I do have enough knee room. However...
Well, you still got legs.
Yeah, well, do you know what I'm doing? I'm taking my mind off the pain of my knees because I've just found, look, I found a relic of the original VW Beetle.
Yeah.
It is the loop, the grab loop, which I love.
Lovely.
Yeah, I like that.
One of the big selling points for the Beetle is that it now handles better. So, to prove that, we had a hot lap around the hill route.
This Beetle is a 1.4 TSI Sport with 158 brake horsepower. Well, I hadn't expected this little rorty engine sound. It does 0 to 62 in 8.3 seconds
It's definitely an improvement from the old car.
and manages 42.8 to the gallon.
But it certainly feels a little bit more dynamic.
Good handling inspires confidence, so we topped everything off by seeing how far we could fly with it.
Red rag to a bull.
We jumped and I was the first one to do it, and I didn't want to overcook it because you could easily end in tears.
I think
Right, I'm
I'm going to go down a bit just in case you see it.
Right, stay here.
No, back a bit.
As soon as you land, you basically have to do an emergency stop because there's a massive mound and then a forest.
If I'd done that in the old Beetle, let me tell you, I would have been in that forest eating berries by now, on my roof.
I thought that I would just about be able to match him. Well, maybe, like a foot more.
Jesus, bloody hell, she's gone in.
Come on, third gear, third gear. Oh, that's got to be good.
There.
Struth on a stick.
Oh, landed a little bit on one wheel.
She's a spunky bird, isn't she?
She absolutely barreled it round there.
Jason's jump was pretty good.
Here we go, and we're off.
Here he is, here he is. Oh my goodness me.
He comes around that corner and the car is scrabbling for its life.
Unscientific, but it clearly displayed. It has nice suspension on landing,
That was what
Yeah,
you...
good call.
and it flies.
I'll carry this down for you, shall I?
Don't go
Where
too
do you
far.
want it? Down
No,
here
I don't
somewhere?
think
What,
you'll be
what,
down
you're
that
about
far.
here?
Then old Noodles steps up to the plate and he was like Mad Dog Nidell.
Second gear, get maximum speed out of this corner.
He's a lunatic.
We've got to launch it in as fast as we can.
Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes.
You could see from the onset that he was fully committed.
Over the gravel, full throttle.
The silence when he was in the air was magic.
It was peace and it was heavenly, a bit like parachuting, I guess.
Followed by, ooh,
Oh, I think that might just about have beaten the boys.
He was up here.
that is fantastic.
Oh, he's off his head.
While the new Beetle is excellent at jumping and more fun than ever, we reckon the similarly priced Golf GTI is even better. And there's no excusing the Beetle's cramped and boring interior.
It's just not quirky enough, and I think I'm over the retro thing. So for me, I'm going to give it a 6.
It's not for me. 6.
I'm not quite sure whether to give it a 6 or a 7, so I'm going to be, well, I'm going to play it straight down the middle. I'm going to give it 6.5.
It's just a rather average 5. And that gives the Volkswagen Beetle a team test score of 23.5 out of 40.